Hi guys, welcome back. So in this video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to make a video about the new expansion of for Guild Wars 2, Soto, Secrets of the Obscure. And it's going to be a condensed version. So like you don't have to lose too much time watching it. Like I just want to know what the fuck is in the expansion. So yeah, we're going to do just that. The expansion comes in on August 22nd. You can I'm gonna link everything in description, so if you want to actually check stuff, go there. It's gonna be split in 3 releases, if not more. We don't know yet. It only says 3, and it's gonna be every quarter. So release on August, release 1, 4 months, release 2, 4 months, release 3. Now, some things are going to be on release, some things are going to be in release 2, some on release 3. For now, we know about release 1 and release 2, more or less. We don't know about release 3. There's probably going to be more stuff on 2 and 3. But we do know what's not coming on release as well. First of all, story-wise, we're going to fight against the Cryptics. It's going to be these monsters, like they're going to look like this, so no more dragons. And there's like this weird entity that looks like Sauron from Lord of the Rings. And it's basically there's many rifts opening, the portals. They're opening in the open world. You're going to use a weird item that the Astral Ward, which is like a protector group that's going to fight against this. The Astral Ward is going to give you probably an item that looks like this. You're going to use it multiple times during the gameplay. You're going to use it. There's going to be lines telling you where to go. You follow the lines with whatever mount you want. You go there. There's going to be a rift. You use it again. You open the rift. The rift spawns a monster or many monsters that scale in a certain way. We don't know yet, because the scaling is weird. Like, it doesn't make sense in my mind. How is it going to be harder if it's open world and it's not instance? How is it going to be hard? We don't know. We're going to see how it scales. So it spawns a monster. You kill the monster. You get maybe the rewards, or maybe you get a token, because there are tokens in the game. You use the item again. You close the portal, then you use the item again, and new lines are going to tell you, okay, now the next rift is this way. And you go there, you open the rift, and you do the shit again. You do the loop again. Now, fighting this is probably going to reward us with the Astral Acclaim, which is the token used in this expansion to use for rewards and stuff like that. Multiple rewards, which is going to be the classics of Guild Wars. It's going to be like cosmetics, new weapons, weapon skins, minis, emotes, infusion, mount skins. We don't know what is going to be there. It's going to be a bunch of everything like usual. So we don't know what. Well, I can't show you anything. So it's gonna be like the wizard vault. It's called. You go there and you weekly you do your stuff, and then weekly you're gonna get like daily, weekly, regular achievement across the game. They give you the currency. You exchange it for rewards. The big boy is gonna be, we're gonna get 2 strikes. Not challenge mode. The 2 strikes on release. Challenge mode are gonna come in the following releases. I don't think we're gonna get the new fractal on release, but we're probably gonna get it in the future, because the wording here is not clear. It doesn't clearly say it's gonna be available on release. It says it will become available as part of the planned content updates for the Guild Wars 2 Secret of the Obscure. So I don't think it's going to be a release. I think it's going to be release 2 or 3. But it's going to be a new fractal. Now, one of the main juicy parts of the expansion is the complete revolution of the weapons. So weapon specs, elite specs, is going to be more lenient. It's going to be more open. So new weapon access. Let's check really quick. On the future update, which is going to be on release. On release, we're going to get On release, we're going to get these additions. I'm not gonna spell it out for you. You can just check the links. And then we're going to get more weapons on the new future release. It doesn't say if it's release 2 or release 3. We're going to get, in the future, we're going to get more weapons unlocked for every spec. But for now, we're going to get these ones, which is decent. On top of that, as the main website says, on the elite spec weapon access. Basically, they're going to remove the restriction of being that elite spec to use that weapon on every class. So let's say you're a necromancer and you want to use the greatsword. You don't have to switch from necromancer and become a reaper in order to use the greatsword, but you will be just able to use the greatsword as a necromancer. So you don't have to switch your third trait into reaper, but you can maybe be something else and just core and use the greatsword, and that applies to every class in the game. And besides that, and besides the weapons, we're also gonna get an update on relic and runes. What the hell is a relic? Now, the runes are these, like superior rune of the adventurer. So what is this? Basically, the runes we always used since release is going to be 6 runes, and the 6th one is going to give you the stats, and it's going to give you a special ability. Now, what are they going to do? Basically, what they're going to do is the rune rework. They're going to remove the special, and they're going to put it in the second in a slot on their own, a standalone slot. There's going to be a new slot on your build, and it's going to be called relic. So that way you can get all the stats for the rune that you want, and then get a different special skill, special skill, special interaction of your choice. So if you don't want this, if you don't want gain 50% endurance after using an healing skill of the rune of the adventurer, maybe you would like something else to go with the adventurer one. And then you can use you can get the stats from the rune of the adventurer, and then get like a rune of the crate or something, special ability, and put it on your relic as a relic. So that way you can mix and match which bonus do I want and which stats do I want, which is really cool in my opinion. Moving on, the sky scale. So if you don't have the sky scale, that's not a problem anymore. Even though they're going to be boons, we're going to talk about in 2 seconds. The sky scale is going to be easier to get for new players. It's going to be more streamlined. It's going to get new masteries, and in this new line of mastery, if you have the old ones, they're going to merge together, and they're going to give you like the 2.0 version of that mastery, which means we're going to get new, more powerful boons from that line of mastery if you have both of them, if you have the new one and the old one. So veteran players that have the sky scale unlocked and they have everything, every mastery maxed, they're gonna be blasting, because their sky scale is gonna be cracked. What is actually in it? We're gonna look about it, and we're gonna look at, and it's gonna be a rescue. It says 2.0. You want to look at the right. So I'm gonna link this. You're gonna look at the right. That's the bonus that you get if you have all the masteries, the new and the old one. If you have the old one as well, it's gonna be a rescue. Is gonna grant bond of vigor. On the wall spring 2.0, if you have the old one, it's gonna give you upgrade wall launch to charge faster and launch farther. And if you have the ley line, it's gonna enable your mount to fly and use the ley line. I don't know what that means. If you can just follow the ley line like you're gliding, or the moment you touch the ley line, you're gonna get like a power up, or your vigor is gonna be maxed, and it's gonna be permanently maxed as long as you're in the ley line. I don't know how that exactly works, but there are new masteries that are really, really juicy. The craziest one is the 5th one, combat launch, which says, it's a new one, gain the ability to mount your sky scale in combat. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to realize how crazy that is. Why is it crazy? If you're a new player, usually you can't mount in combat. You can't. As long as you're in combat. Sometimes it's kind of bullshit. Sometimes like some monster hits you like 2 years ago and like it didn't die and it didn't reset. Or you hit something and it flew away and it's resetting and it's running back and you're still in combat. And maybe like sometimes it's really annoying and it kind of bugs out. Not really, but it feels like it shouldn't be that long. So getting that combat launch is going to be crazy, because that way you're going to see a nerd and you just run away. So that's crazy. So the rifts, we talk about the rift, strike mission. I don't think there is anything else. Oh yeah, I mean, there is. But yeah, we're gonna get 3 new sets of armor. We're gonna see how those looks. We have this as a preview, but it's probably gonna be two more at least. Rich rewards, and then we're gonna have the legendary armor. The legendary armor is gonna be an open world armor, which means that you just have to do the open world content to get the materials and to progress the collection. But there's a but. You won't be able to make the armor, to complete the armor on release, but we'll have to wait for a future release. But at the same time, okay, you cannot make it, but at least you can start the collection and farm the materials from day one. So that at least you can work towards it. So I think that's fine. Hopefully the armor is gonna be cool, but not cooler than the raid legendary armor, because otherwise why would you do the raid legendary armor if you can just do the easiest one, which is going to be the open one? The open one is going to be the easiest one, so why go do the raid? So I hope at least it's going to be cool, but not as cool as the animated legendary armor from raids. So that way there's still some incentives of doing raids for the armor, because okay, that looks cooler, I want that one, instead of, like, I already have legendary armor, but that would be cooler to have. So at least you have a little bit of incentives, because otherwise, like, who's gonna go do raids? No one. But yeah, I mean, raids are cool, but most people, like, I feel like a lot of people, I don't have the stats, I feel like a lot of people don't do raids. I don't yet, because I'm a returning player, so I don't really have a group yet, but I will, because I want to do. They look cool to do. But yeah, so yeah, that was like a condensed version of what's in the new expansion. We don't know exactly all the things that are coming in the future release 2, release 3. We know a bunch, like the challenge mode, like the fractals, and like more weapon axes. But yeah, that's it. Hopefully it was a useful video. Maybe you learned a little bit. It was only 10 minutes, right? So yeah, thank you for watching. If you like the video, please leave a like. It helps a lot. If you want to subscribe for more videos like this or around this type of vibe, consider subscribing. Of course, it helps a lot. And see you next time.